Virus is like a war, it only spreads to kill more. Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. So today let us study on how Nipah virus could lead to biodiversity loss.
Proceeding with the introduction, biodiversity is the variety and the variability of life on Earth and is typically a measure of variation at the genetic, species, and ecosystem level. Viruses, on the other hand, are submicroscopic infectious agents that replicates only in the body of an organism, which is known as a host, and infects all life forms from humans to animals and even plants. A viral outbreak in 1999, which started in Malaysia, called the Nipah virus, is a zoonotic virus which are transmitted from animals to humans or even contaminated food, and is able to be transferred between humans. Here, I have included a diagram of the structure of the Nipah virus itself.
This is the methodology on how Nipah virus spread. The natural host for Nipah virus is fruit bats. As the fruit bat habitat is destroyed by human activity, so the bats get stressed and hungry. As their immune system gets weaker, the virus load goes up and a lot of virus spill out in their urine and saliva. The palm sap is the fruit bat's food as their habitat was destroyed. When the fruit bats eat it, the saliva contaminated with the virus will stick to the palm sap. And it is also find food at the fruit tree in the pig farm. Then the pigs exposed to the material dropped by the fruit bats and got infected. So when people consume contaminated dead palm sap and close contact with the infected pig, they will also get infected by the Nipah virus. In addition, pork is a source of food for humans. Thus, when humans eat it, they will get infected by the virus directly. The Nipah virus spread from person to person through close contact with infectious body fluids from another person such as nasal or respiratory droplets, urine or blood.
For the results, this is figure 2 of our e-poster, human-to-human transmission during the Nipah virus outbreaks in Bangladesh from April 2001 through April 2014. From this figure, it is evident that the Nipah virus could be easily spread through human-to-human transmission, where secondary cases may arise from the primary case when the first person is not properly isolated and is exposed to other people. Once infected with the Nipah virus, within 5 to 14 days, patients initially develop symptoms that include fever, headaches, myalgia, vomiting, and sore throat. This could be followed by dizziness, drowsiness, altered consciousness, and acute encephalitis. Some people could also experience atypical pneumonia and severe respiratory problems, including acute respiratory distress.
So now let's move on to the discussion. Firstly, we're going to talk about what factors causes Nipah virus to spread. Nipah virus was related to the flying fox. Their habitat was destroyed by human activity. This caused stress and hunger to them. Their immune system also get weaker and it makes the virus load goes up and a lot of virus spills out in their urine and saliva. When the flying fox stressed because of their habitat fragmentation, the percentage of bats infected increases drastically. These climate changes bring bats closer to urban areas, also bring them closer to humans. Next, how Nipah virus affects biodiversity. As the outbreak frequency increases, the biodiversity was affected. Pig was infected and caused trade loss for the country. Other than that, pigs are one of the food supplies to humans and decreases of the pigs also gave a huge impact to human population. However, when nothing had been done to the infected pigs, human population will still decrease because humans will get infected to the virus. Next, other wild animal was also affected because of deforestation. Deforestation drives wild animals out of their natural habitats and closer to human population, and this creates a greater opportunity for zoonotic disease.
How to prevent Nipah virus? First, raising awareness of the risk factors, keeping bats away from the safe collection sites with protective coverings. Freshly collected dead palm juice should be boiled, fruits should be washed and peeled before consumption. Avoid being in contact with infected pigs, regular washing hands, and avoid close unprotected physical contact with Nipah virus infected people.
In conclusion, Nipah virus emerged as a new virus exactly 2 decades ago, causing severe morbidity and mortality in both humans and animals. Nipah virus, which is a deadly zoonotic disease, emerging pathogen and affects biodiversity. The increasing frequency of Nipah virus outbreaks is linked to biodiversity loss. The main factor that caused Nipah virus to spread is flying fox, which is fruit bat. Human health can also be affected due to Nipah virus disease, which makes it worse or even leads to death. Thus, precautions such as raising awareness of the risk factors of Nipah virus and avoid being in contact with infected pigs must be taken into account to decrease the chance of being infected with Nipah virus. It is also important to safeguard oneself after coming in contact with someone who has contracted the virus.
Remember, let's together stop the spread. That's all for today. Thank you.